All right, Improv 2 live stream, let's go. I'm going to talk about what it takes to lose a substantial amount of weight. It takes one to know one, meaning that it takes someone who has been on a journey of losing a substantial amount of weight and to successfully losing that substantial amount of weight to understand what it really takes to losing a substantial amount of weight. What it takes to lose a significant amount of weight is tremendous willpower within yourself. And not just willpower, but a vision of hope. You seeing that you will peel this weight off. There was an example I was listening to. It came from Wes Brown yesterday. And he says, hope, I forgot what the quote was, but it was something how hope brings power to the now, that hope brings power to your current situation. You look in the mirror, you're not going to like what you see. But if you have the belief that you can change, you will change. And that belief has to be action. It has to be a deep transformation from within. And you have to be the one to do it. No one is going to help you lose the weight except you. Once you make the decision to do it, you will find and seek help. But you have to be at a point where you desperately want to make that change and not just talk about it, but to be about it. And it's going to not only be a transformation physically, it's going to be a transformation spiritually. It's going to be a transformation emotionally. It's going to be a transformation on multiple levels. And and another thing that it takes to lose a substantial amount of weight, I'll let this siren pass by. That usually doesn't happen. I'm a bit loud there. Is that you have to have the strength to come back after every failure. You're going to face obstacles on your weight loss journey. Life is going to happen. If you keep making excuses as to why you can't change, you will never change. You have to realize that the shift happens from here. It happens from your thought process, how you see yourself, your perspective, your attitude. It doesn't matter what happens to you in life. What you have control over is your attitude and your actions. And that was my complete mindset when it came to everything on my weight loss journey. It wasn't fair that I gave birth and got injured and the next woman next to me was completely fine. It wasn't fair that I got into this stupid car accident and I ballooned. It wasn't fair that I went through the trauma that I went through in my life as a child that has allowed me to focus on overeating. I've been overeating ever since I was a kid. It's not my fault, but it's my responsibility to take it on. It is mine to bear. And when you have that shift within your head, you have a sense of power. You can't use your obstacles as reasons to bring you down. You can't use your obstacles as a source of oppression. No, you have to get out of that oppressive mindset. That's why I hate about like a lot of things going on. I'm not going to get too political, but it's like, oh, you can't do this because of your race. You can't do that because of that. Bull crap. That's an oppressive mindset. You can overcome whatever difficulty is in your path as long as you believe that you can. You have to be ignorant to all the other noise that's out of there. And you got to be ignorant to the noise in your head that's telling you, oh, I can't do it. The transformation of weight loss, if you're going to get help from someone, it has to be from someone who is not erratic. It has to be from someone who is literally passionate about helping people, and they're not doing it for other reasons. They're doing it because they want to truly help people transform. And me personally, that's what I want to do. I can jump onto coaching and plenty of people right now, but I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure I am in the right position to do that. And I'm going to make sure I'm attracting the right people to help, because people will jump on for help, but they really don't want the help. They're kidding themselves. They're still in that state of like a transition zone that they haven't fully decided yet. I think when I lay down the rules for coaching people, I am not going to coach anyone until I see evidence of some progression. I think that's the best way to do it, because that means they really want it. Some progression, be 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Not someone who's like, oh, I'm going to start Monday, or, oh, I'm going to start the first of the month. I'm going to start right now. I lost my train of thought there. But you have to really just get into that mindset when it comes to weight loss. And you have to realize that the obstacle is the path to your success. The reason that you're going to the fridge or you're going to the drive-thru, you're walking to the store and you're making all these unhealthy choices, you got to look at that, because through that darkness is where you are going to find the success. This is way deeper. And that's what I was talking about. I was talking about taking responsibility of the things that happen to you in your life. You can't be in a victim mindset. That's another thing about these oppression Olympic people. It's like, oh yeah, you can, like, this happened, that happened. So what? It's not so what. I shouldn't say that, but that happened. Use that as a tool to elevate yourself. You can't be in the victim mindset. You cannot. If I was in the victim mindset, I would be 300 pounds, 400 pounds right now. If I was like, oh my gosh, I wish that girl, never. Well, I was like that months after my accident. I was, of course, I got stuck in it for 3 months and then I snapped myself out of it. How did I do that? I constantly bombard my head with motivational content. I constantly bombard my head with people like, I like to listen to Evan Carmichael's channel, who, he does a compilation of motivational people, but people like Eddie Pinero, people like Eckhart Tolle, people like, whoa, I'm hitting my computer because I'm getting passionate here. I'm a very passionate human being, if you haven't, noticed, but people like Jim Rohn, people like Les Brown. I listen to these people because it's literally, you got to constantly reprogram your mind daily. Every time I stop doing my rituals of reprogramming my mind from my negative self, which is the ego self. I was listening to Eckhart Tolle this morning. I relapse. I fall back. And that's another reason why people lose weight and they can't keep it off, is because they stop doing the mental tools to keep them forward. I have to journal every day. I have to meditate every day. I have to be in a state of being while doing, as Eckhart Tolle was saying. Like, we get lost in the doing. Like, I have to. This needs to happen. Trust me, I'm like that. But just realize this journey of life is a one-time thing. It's something that is not permanent. And realize that we're here for a reason. We're here for a purpose. And that purpose is to better ourselves through adversity. It truly is. So kind of like have that greater awareness that there's more to life than, you putting on an extra pounds. There's more to life than you arguing with your partner or you going through a divorce. There's more to life than what that person said to you or what your friend did to you. There's more to life than that. Every obstacle or every negative thing that happens is an opportunity for spiritual growth. It's an opportunity to go forward. And if you just have that mindset, you will push through. Like, dealing with death, that's hard, losing a loved one. Like, I'm thankful that I never had to deal with death with someone who's really close to me. I've lost people I've grown up with. That's really hard to deal with. But there's something within that darkness that you can evolve from. It's tough, don't get me wrong. But this is where we have to make the shift from not drowning in everything that's going wrong and see the infinite potential that's out there. Like Eckhart Tolle was talking about how humans, I like how he says humans. It makes me think of him being like a higher entity, which he probably is on a subconscious level, like he's evolved. And we all have that potential to evolve to that entity. And that it's just letting go of that ego mind. Like, trust me, there have been videos I wanted to make. But I was like, that is my ego. There are videos I wanted to make about my past experiencing with my former coach, but I'm not going to lay into that. That's just my ego mind want to do some evil crap. But I'm going to let that go because that's just the ego wanting to, fight back. Like, social media is full of people who are egotistic, narcissistic, and all that whole thing. I've already explained this. I'm only on here to truly help people lose weight because that was my passion. And I'm going to do it in real life as well. I'm going to become a personal trainer and stuff. Hold up. I have a lot of crap I'm dealing with. But I'm going to be doing this in real life as well, having my business on the side and helping people on that way. And not only just with weight loss, because weight loss, there comes a transformation with personal growth. And I'm going through my journey. And this is the beginning of me doing that by sharing my journey online. And just going back, there's a lot of people that do it for the wrong reasons. They may do it for money. They may do it for, trying to fill a void within, that they're scared of being alone, for loneliness. People are not happy with the way they are in their lives and all that stuff. But genuinely, you have to just have discernment of who is there to really help and who's not. You have to have that power. You have to know, like, does this person make you feel good? Does this person make me want to be better? Does this person insult me? Does this person bring me down? Insulting people and bringing them down is not a way to help people move forward in life. It's coming, like Eckhart Tolle was talking about this today. He's like, you have to check yourself. And I have to check myself too. In my personal life, trust me, I have to check myself. Oh my gosh, I have so much checking to do. All the crap I've been going through. I've done some things I'm not proud of. But one thing, anyone in my personal life will say, they know I try. They know I try to evolve. They know I don't use my traumas as a reason to just bring myself down. I've made so much tremendous progress in this last year. My son could tell you the progress I've made and everything. With, that's other deep stuff that I want to get into. But like, my son's thriving right now because I created an environment for him to do so. So it's a deeper level thing. Like, I really want to go down that spiritual path. And I love how Eckhart Tolle, when he was talking about, when things aren't going hard in life, you kind of have to create adversity so you can level up. And he talked about how fitness is a way to do that. Exercising, running a marathon. That's like, I'm going through adversity already. And I'm creating more adversity. But like, that's why I respect people who go into bodybuilding. It's hard. Like, it's not easy to do. Or someone who runs a marathon. Or someone who challenges themselves. Because without those challenges, you won't stay the same. Like, God forbid life challenges you. Life will always be challenging you. But like, as David Goggins says, like, he puts himself through difficult situation to prepare himself for life, to prepare himself for the negative coming. Because reality is, negativity will come. It doesn't matter if you are wealthy. It doesn't matter if you're poor. Like he was talking today, Eckhart Tolle, he was talking about how, if you're struggling financially and you get the money, yes, things will be nice, for a bit, but you'll still have to deal with that human condition, which is struggling with the mind, You see it with celebrities. Like, when someone sits there and brags about their Ferraris and that they're motivated to make YouTube videos because of their Ferraris, that's a poor person in spirit. It really is. It truly is. Because, the Ferrari's nice for a second or two, but then it wears off. And then you're still left with that feeling of unease inside. So, like, I was thinking, and that really touched me, because it's like, even if I get everything I want in life, will I still have that unease inside? So it doesn't matter what is around me. What matters is I'm going within and trying to transform on that deeper level. And then, of course, that will manifest to things on the outside. So whether it be weight loss, whether it be, finding a partner, whether it be whatever your goal is, leveling up in that job or what have you. So yeah, I see that there's a chat. So, oh, hey, hey, Sylvia on the go. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I decided to go live last minute, and I had a whole thing in my head. And then my son's father came home and he completely distracted me. I'm like, why are you here? I thought you were going to be here. And then I was like, okay, let me just get back on track. And I just was like, you know what? Let me just go live, because I just feel like I have something to say. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Hey, Nigel, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. Hi from Malacra. Where is that? It looks like it's a sunny place. You are great. Keep going. Spain. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I started a new YouTube channel. I'm from Germany, but I spent a lot of my time in Spain. Oh, that is so cool. So nice to have you. Oh, I know you. You're on my Instagram, I think. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's so cool to connect with people worldwide. Like, honestly, one of my goals is, once I am blessed to be in the financial situation to do so, and I will be blessed to be there. I know I will be. It will eventually happen. I love to travel the world and meet people, like hold meetups in different parts of the world. I think it's so important to connect with people in person. I remember I had someone tell me, he was like, who cares? Well, what for travel? Like, why stay in the same place? Like, why travel? Traveling is a beautiful thing. You know, like my son's father just came back from England and the UK and he had an awesome time. And I think traveling humbles you. You get to connect with other people from other parts of the world, see the way they live, especially as a Westerner, because us Westerners, we are very, how do we put it? Comfortable in our way of living. We are so comfortable with the way we live that we create problems that don't even exist. Whereas we go and explore other places around the world, we can see how other people live. You know, whether it be other like Western nations, whether it be like Germany or Spain. Yeah, Spain would be. I would consider that Western. You know, it's just I don't know. Traveling is a beautiful thing, and I want to do more of it, and I want to connect with people like deeply. You know, like I like what Julia Renee is doing. She's holding retreats, her Know Your Power retreats. I would love to go to one of those retreats. It's not far. It's in Texas. She's in Austin, and she's hosting another one in April. I might consider it because I think community is power. Because there is an epidemic of loneliness right now. There are a lot of people who are lonely. Even if you're in a relationship, you may be lonely. Even if you have people around you, you may be lonely. So I think connectedness is the cure to, I guess, you know, the struggles that people are going through. My son told me, he's like, there's this girl in my class. He's like, there's this indigenous girl in my class. She always asks for hugs and I give it to her. I'm like, that is so beautiful. And I'm like, I saw the science of hugging and how like just giving each other a hug, giving people a hug, just connecting with people on that level. You know, we're all interconnected on a deep level. I have to remember that when some people really piss me off, that we are all connected on a deeper level and that we are all trying to do the best we can with what we have. And that people's actions are just them struggling, people suffering. I have to remember that people are going through a lot. Like the commentary, like Eckhart Tolle was talking about this today. He's like, if you go into the heads of people, it'll sound like you're in a foreign country. And there's just like tons, you know how when you like travel and you go to another country, or you're like in downtown of wherever you're from, there's like just tons of people talking and talking. That's like everyone's brain. We're constantly like being bombarded with stuff. And the key is to just silence it all and just be, and just become the sky and be aware of what's happening. I don't know if this makes sense. Like this whole spiritual journey to me, it's very complex. But the more I listen to it, the more I learn and I evolve and I realize, okay, tune out the noise, you know? Like do this because you want to do it. Like if money wasn't an issue, would I be doing what I'm doing today? Yes, I would be. Heck, I'm not even making money on YouTube. So it's like, you know, I want to, because I want to really give people the gift that I gave to myself. And that's the gift of shocking myself. And I'm not done with shocking myself. Trust me, my next goal is to become a bodybuilder, is to show myself, to go from literally not even wanting to show my body, not even wanting to leave my house. I didn't want to leave my house. I hated leaving my house. And I had a baby at the time. I hated it. I hated being seen in public. I had so much anxiety. It crippled the hell out of me. And the way I coped with that anxiety was, you know, I was getting enabled by my son's father too. He would get me McDonald's. We would order Chinese food. He'd get me chocolates. Like I just dealt with that. Not just the anxiety of leaving the house, but I dealt with that with food, you know, the pain of everything I went through. I just dealt with it with food. And like the gift I gave myself is that I showed myself that you can do it. You don't need anyone's approval. I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need anyone's support. In terms of when I say I don't need anyone's support, what I mean is I don't need like someone with me 24/7 propping me up. I got to do that myself. And I will do that myself. I have to be my biggest cheerleader. I can't look or expect things from other people because at the end of the day, people will disappoint you. They will always disappoint you. But if you can be the one person that never disappoints yourself, that gives you so much power. And going back to what I was saying, I really, really definitely, like if money wasn't an issue or anything, I would still be doing this today. I would still like be showing people how to do it, how to lose weight, how to transform. Not only just lose weight, I want to get further to like maybe the life coaching era and all of that. Once I coach myself through my own life, you know, and like even people who are like life coaches or who are like successful in that aspect, they aren't perfect. Like what I remember one of Eddie Pinero's talks, he was talking about his grandfather because his grandfather was in the U.S. Military and he met all these like admirals and all these like presidents. And I remember in one of his speeches, he asked his grandfather, like, how was it meeting all these people? And his grandfather said, they put their pants on the same way I do, one foot after another. And it's the truth. At the end of the day, you stripped all the ego stuff, the egotistic stuff of like, you know, living in this material world, strip that all. We are all the same. You know, we all want the same thing. And we get lost in that because we get so caught up in the politics. We get so caught up in like the, what do you call it? The materialism of it all. And I feel like that's why a lot of people struggle with obesity too. We get lost in things. And when we feel like we are not adequate enough, we kind of turn to food and it makes us feel like we have a materialistic thing in that moment, but it dissipates. But anyway, this is just like a deep little thing here. Hey, Joseph, welcome to the live stream. Thank you. Hi, Daniela. You're looking great and amazing, my dear. Thank you. I appreciate your support all the time, Joseph. Like, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Like I'm so blessed to have your support. Sometimes like I get this voice in my head. I'm like, I don't like deserve people watching me and all. I like, no, that is a twisted side of my ego that wants to bring me down. That's that horrible, like negative voice. Of course I'm deserving. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're not. Like, that's another thing. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you are not deserving of your success, because that person is coming from a place of deep, dark despair and they want you to be there with you. Don't ever let anyone convince you that you are not good enough, especially yourself. Do not ever let anyone think that. If you're struggling with being obese and overweight and people are treating you a certain way, or people, 90% of the communication we have is actually nonverbal communication. And when you struggle with your weight, you feel that nonverbal communication. Don't ever let that be the opinion you have of yourself. You can transform. You don't need the approval of other people. Believe that you can make it happen, and you will, and take it one step at a time. Face every failure as an opportunity to level up. Learn from your mistakes. Fail over and over and over again. Trust me, this journey is about failing your way forward. I know. I'm still feeling my way forward to this day. I had a pretty bad month in September, and I'm still trying to come over that. But I'm trying to find my rhythm now with this new thing I'm doing with building muscle, because that's what the doctor wants me to do. I'm still going through that, but never ever give up on yourself. Oh, hey, Martha. Thank you for the super chat. Martha says, you are so inspiring. Are you still in contact with the snake diet guy? I saw your pics on his Facebook site. You are the best. You rock. Oh, thank you so much. No, I decided to just cut that off for many reasons. There are things that I was seeing online that I was not very happy with, and I just did not want to continue on with that. Like I said earlier in the live stream, there's a whole bunch of things I could say, but I'm not going to do that because I'm ruthless. I'm ruthless. There's a whole bunch of things I can say, but no, I lost my weight without him. I lost the majority of my weight without him. He came at a certain part of my journey, and that happened for a reason. It happened. I'm grateful it happened, but it happened at a time where I was not mentally there. I was not getting enough sleep. I was running on months and months of no sleep. And I was blinded by a lot of things, but I kind of have woken up, and I've just seen a lot of things that I'm not very, I don't want to associate myself with that. It's just a lot of things that person has said in the past, but they're doing it now. It's like, I don't know. I'm not properly explaining things. I could properly explain things, but again, that's my ego mind wanting to inflict damage where I don't want to do that. I just want to leave it at B. But people know. People will put two and two together. Martha says, I'm having a hard time tracking my calories. I just think it's hard to do it lately, like you recommend. Well, if you're having a hard time tracking your calories daily, just when you say tracking, do you mean tracking or sticking to your calories? There's a big difference because you can always track, but are you sticking to your calorie goal? So if you answer that question, you let me know. If you're having a hard time sticking to your calorie goal, just give yourself a break. Just give yourself a break. Just be conscious of the foods you eat and maybe eat at maintenance for a bit. Find what your maintenance calorie is. If you're eating like 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 calories, figure out your maintenance calories and eat at maintenance for a bit and just maintain your weight for a bit. And maintaining weight does not look like sticking to one number. It could be like a fluctuation of 5 pounds or so, but just find a place, maintain weight, and just take a break. Because dieting, like me, like dieting that long is hard. It's hard. And trust me, I had that struggle in September and I just took a break. Like I just did what I needed to do. It's hard. And now I'm at the point of building muscle where things are a bit different, where I'm able to eat more because of the way I'm weight training. So yeah, take a break, but don't let yourself get out of control. Taking it, like, I would never give someone the advice to gain weight who's ever struggled with binge eating disorder. That's the advice I got from that guy. You never tell any, but he doesn't believe in eating. He doesn't believe in food addiction anyway. So that explains why he can't really help people who've been morbidly obese lose weight. But like, I would never tell anyone to do that, but I would tell someone to just find a way to just, maintain your weight, maybe focus on the gym, maybe increase your activity, because you can still get into a deficit by increasing your activity for sure. So yeah, focus on that. I hope that helps. Hey, hello everyone. Please click that like button. Thank you so much. Yes, click that like button. I appreciate it. Oh, Manny. Hey, man. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I miss updates from you. I understand. I think I saw something on your wall. It's hard to do it with a full-time job. Trust me, I'm at home here, injured, and like it's tough for me. Like if I wasn't injured, I would be able to bust out. Like I was busting out multiple videos a day. There was a time where I was doing a live stream, dropping a vlog, and dropping a short. I'm trying to get back to that, but I've got a lot of difficulties going on right now with my body and my thoracic spine, hence my little tape here. Oh my God, it's coming off. I'm gonna cover that. But yeah, you keep doing your thing. And you know what? This reminds me of something. Let me just say this right now. When it comes to someone losing weight on social media, I'm gonna tell you this. I came on social media after losing a good 60 pounds and I was on a good momentum. I don't think it's smart for someone who is losing weight and they're like from the beginning to start posting their journey on YouTube. I'll say YouTube. Instagram, it's easy because it's a quick post and ghost, but I don't recommend it because you just see evidence of this. Like I've noticed this long before in 2020. There are certain people who went viral for being like, I'm going to lose this weight, blah, blah, blah. These people still have not lost this weight to this day because social media adds added pressure to your weight loss journey. And losing weight is difficult in itself because not just the idea of losing weight. Listen, losing weight is simple when I mean like count your calories, eat less. Yeah, it's simple like that. But you have to think of it from someone who's coming from being morbidly obese and struggled with that. Someone who's in a very dark place. It's not that simple because there's a lot of mental hurdles in the way. And social media will just add added pressure because you feel like, oh, I need to lose weight every week. If I don't lose weight every week, I'm going to lose followers. If you put yourself in a toxic situation where you have haters following you, that's not going to help you, because the reason why you gained the weight in the first place is because you have a negativity within you where you're trying to run away from, and you're turning to food. How are you going to overcome that if you're throwing in more negativity? Now, social media and weight loss used to be a great place back in the day when social media made sense, before the entire, what do you call it, body positivity thing came on, before everyone went mad. Like the OG people who lost weight, like John, oh my God, Obese to Beast, John Claude is his name? I don't know. But John from Obese to Beast. I think there's another girl, but she doesn't talk about weight. I forget her name. And then Gracie's Journey and Jessica. Jessica's on Instagram though. She lost a lot of weight. I think if you guys know Gracie's Journey, you'll know Jessica, who I'm talking about. Back then, it was easier because back then it made sense. People who were successful with weight loss, it correlated with their channel. Now you're seeing people who are completely unsuccessful with losing weight be pushed up there and pushed up there. It's just insane to me. I don't know what's going on in this world, but it is what it is. And I've noticed that. But like I said, I believe in myself enough that my channel's already growing. When I disappeared, my channel was growing. Like, thank you for that. Like, I saw the subscribers growing up. I was like, how is this possible? I'm like, what? So, like, I think people don't want BS anymore. They want people who've been successful with weight loss to share their advice. I can't, like, I'm going to share you my perspective, but I want there to be more voices. There's Louisa's Journey. She's a good one. And there's a few other people that I don't really know of. It's hard to find people who've been successful with weight loss. A lot of them don't talk about weight loss anymore. But like I said in my last live stream, I'll always be talking about weight loss. Like, it's going to be something that, because it's evident. Like, fitness YouTube. Fitness YouTube. I've been down the fitness YouTube rabbit hole. And it's a lot of a bunch of men who are just into drama. I don't know. It's just a bunch of men flexing and egoing, and I can't use that term. It's inappropriate, but I think you know what I mean. Like saying I'm bigger than you kind of thing. It's just fitness YouTube is just, I don't really think it's helping people. Like there are some channels that do. I like Johnny Shreve's channel because he's more educational based. Like he'll use examples of a fitness YouTuber and then he'll talk about ways that you can do it correctly. He'll touch a bit on calories and how to lose weight and body fat. He'll touch a bit on that. Like I like his channel, but like the whole fitness YouTube thing is just a disaster. I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely embarrassing. And I kind of want to be, I don't even know if I'm a fitness YouTuber. I don't know what the heck I am, but I want to be a voice in the space that is actually helping people lose weight or helping people get fit and build muscle. Not this drama. Like it's, and trust me, I fell prey to it. I'm still subscribed to a lot of them. But I'll probably be doing a big cleanup. Oh, hang on. Ooh, I'm a bit dizzy right now. I think that's a concussion thing or the fact that I'm dying. I'll spare you guys the details. I'm going back to Martha here. Okay. I'm having a hard time tracking my calories. I just think it's so hard to do it lately. Oh no, hang on. Tracking. Okay. So what is difficult about tracking? Like are you using an app? What kind of app are you using? Because there's certain apps that can make it easier. Or you literally just scan the barcode and it shows up on whatever meal. Carb Manager has that, and so does MyFitnessPal. Is it the work of tracking? Is it that you're fed up of doing it every time before you eat? Are you still fasting, right? What is what you eat? What is what you ate are currently doing? I am every day fasting. So today I'm doing an OMAD because I am not going to the gym to lift muscle. I'm just doing cardio. So I'm just doing fasting every other day, OMAD fasting. However, I am going to have to transition off of that because I need to maximize muscle building. But right now, I'm still going to do every other day OMAD. Like right now, I'm in an OMAD. It's 11, it's almost 12 o'clock p.m. my time. And maybe, I'm sorry, I'm feeling a bit woozy. I'll explain why in a second. But yeah, I'm fasting every other day. I've built a significant amount of muscle in the last couple of, like, I would say a month or so. So it's really hard for me to fast and do that unless I give up exercise. And I can't give up exercise yet because the doctor specifically wants me to rebuild my quad. My quad pretty much atrophy. I can't even say it. Basically, it wastes away. Why can I not say that word? So when you have an injury, especially in the knee, in this area, my VMO shut off. So my quad is not working on one leg. So I've lost muscle. The doctor showed me. So he's literally, I want you building muscle every other day, every 48 hours. So today I'm doing an OMAD because I will overeat. But when I work out, I do a 2MAD, and it's easier to do it because my body just rips through the calories because I'm literally at the gym for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm doing legs too. Like legs, that's the biggest muscle group. So every other day right now I'm fasting. But when it comes to doing OMAD, it's easier for someone who has more weight to lose and who's not as physically active as I am. Much easier. And when I did OMAD, I was not as physically active because I was doing, like, I started to at the end of it, but the beginning in September, I was not at the gym. I got my gym membership in October. I was barely moving because of my concussion. I started getting more active to the end, and that was very light exercising. So light, like reps, just like nothing crazy. But now I'm pushing it. Like I'm pumping. Like now I'm doing like hamstring curls in the 100-pound range, and that's a lot. So yeah. Manny says, I'm taking classes as well. Oh, oops. I'm going back to vlogging. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, do what you can, Manny. It's hard. It's hard. I think a good rule of thumb for YouTube, I know my friend Jennifer Lynn, she doesn't post anymore, but I love her. She was doing Weight Watchers, and she had videos 3 times a week, and that was pretty much, and she was working full time, and she has an intense job. She's an accountant. If you can 3 times a week, once a week is enough. I think once a week enough. But if you're not like putting so much emphasis on your channel, which I don't think you should, just use it as a hobby, use it as something you enjoy, and don't feel the pressure to need to grow it. Once a week is fine for YouTube. It's fine. Like the more you post, the more you grow. But if you post a video once a week and you hop on a live stream and show the cardio, that will help too. So yeah, I thought I could do it all, and it's tough. No, just honestly, social media, back burner. Your priority is your weight loss journey, your health, your classes, your job, and what you're doing. That's the priority. Like it has to be the priority is you. So make sure. And please beware of following some people because sometimes they get surgery and not telling the truth about it as well. Yeah, how would you spot someone that had surgery? You mean the like the, what do you call it, the stapled surgery? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So I hope people are open about that. Because you can hide VSG. Why am I forgetting the surgery names? There's VSG and there's whatever, weight loss surgery. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. That's pretty crappy. There's no need to do that. I think, honestly, like some people have found success with it, but I honestly think the only way you're going to lose weight and keep it off is that you got to fight those demons from within. You have to change on the inside, and you have to just go through the grind of failing and overcoming and failing and overcoming. Like weight loss surgery is a very physical thing to do. You have to recover from it. You're basically shrinking your stomach. But I don't even know the success rate on it, but I know there's a lot of people who have regained their weight 5 years down the road after weight loss surgery. So, yeah, like I said, some people find success. I'm not here to bash anyone's method of losing weight. I don't believe in that. As long as you find a method that works for you, it's great, because there are tons of people bashing my way of losing weight. OMAD, of course. But again, oh yeah, that reminds me what I was going to say. This is on the weight loss topic. But again, do what you got to do. Now let's just go back to what I was going to say. I see you. Hey, Fugo Mama. What was I going to say? I just remembered. Oh, there we go. Brain, show up for me. The best way to lose weight and keep it off is that you have to have metabolic flexibility. Metabolic flexibility is a term that I first heard from Dr. Mindy Pelz. I talked about it on my channel. And she says the people who find, like, I like Dr. Mindy Pelz. She's never been obese. She's always been fit, but she obviously knows there's a science around food addiction and how foods are being manipulated in a way to make it taste good. She knows the science behind obesogens, which results in fat cells being very stubborn. She understands all of that. So she says to find success with weight loss, and I do believe in this, you have to have metabolic flexibility. You have to be a flexible dieter. You need to be able to go from different types of routines to lose the weight and keep it off. So for example, if you've been doing ketos for years, that's great. And it's got you to your goal weight, but then you have one carb and you become uncontrollable, that's going to set you up for not being successful. Dr. Mindy Pelz was saying that the people who are able to make that metabolic switch, go in and out of keto, will keep the weight off. So you have to be flexible with your dieting. Yes, you can use one. It's easy to use one method to get you to your weight or to get a significant amount of your weight off, but you have to learn how to lose weight in other ways. Once you do the corrective method, whether it be keto or OMAD or whatnot, you have to find a way to transition yourself off. And that's kind of like what I'm going through right now. I can't do OMAD forever. No way with the way I'm working out in the gym. There is no way. 2MAD, I like 2MAD. 2MAD is a very good medium. And it's kind of like what you do naturally, because I work out, I eat, and then I really don't want to eat until later, and then I'm good to go. Obviously, when I get into bodybuilding, that's going to have to change, because frequent meals throughout the day, I got to learn that too. Like, you have to be able to do different methods. Like, I want to get to the point where I can do small snacks throughout the day and lose weight that way. High protein snacks. I want to be able to lose weight with carbs. I already did that. I always thought when I was on keto that I would never, ever lose weight without carbs. With carbs, I can. I had spaghetti bolognese that you guys will see in a very long vlog coming out today. It's like a 40-minute vlog. I don't know why it's long. Don't ask. Like, that's the power. You don't want to fear a food group. You don't want to fear things. Now, mind you, there are some people who need to stay in ketosis because of medical reasons. That's fine. There's some people who need to stay there and they're successful with it. That's fine. That's for a minority of people. But for the majority of us, you want to be able to go out for dinner and not stress that you're going to balloon out of control. Flexible dieting and metabolic flexibility gives you the power. And that's another way to find success with weight loss. Because, for example, let's say you're having carbs, you're enjoying your life, and then maybe you put on a bit of weight, not because of the carbs, but you just put on a bit of weight because that's life. Then you're like, okay, maybe I can use keto as a tool to help me come down for like a couple weeks or a month or two, and then I can switch off of it. Having that ability to go in and out will give you success, and that's something that you have to learn, and I'm trying to show you guys through my journey how I'm learning that and just displaying it through my vlogs, just showing you how I'm transitioning off, which I'm pretty sure I have in the past. Maybe one day when my neck and brain are not freaking out, I can just jump into like keto for a month and I'll show you guys how I transition off of it. Right now, my body does not want me being in ketosis. And I've accepted that. And there's no way I can do it right now anyway. But Omad Manny says exactly. You're a champion, and I appreciate you for keeping the content flowing. Thank you. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate that. Yeah, I disappeared yesterday because I was just tired. You guys don't even know. I'm dealing with chronic fatigue too. It sucks. Literally, if I don't get my workout in at between 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning, if I'm not at the gym 8 or 9, it's really hard for me to go afterwards. And I have to go because of my muscle wasting Atrophy. Why can I not say that right? I don't know why I can't say that right. Good news, it can be reversed because I was freaking out. It can be reversed. It happens to bodybuilders when they stop working out too, because I was watching Sunny Andrews and it happened to her because she couldn't work out because of a back injury. But it can be reversed. But yeah, I'm trying my best. I want to keep the content going for sure. It's a battle, not just for me, but for, I know how it is when you're losing weight. Like when I was losing weight, I would watch Greg Doucette, but he wasn't really useful. But I would watch things like people like Gracie's Journey a lot. I watched Louise's Journey. Like watching it comes better. It comes better more from someone who's actually done the weight instead of this bodybuilder or someone who's never been obese in their life or who has to force feed themselves to get obese. Like it's not the same. Like what's that guy's name? Oh my God. I used to watch his channel. The big guy. Wow, brain. Oh my God, what is his name? The guy that Greg Doucette's coaching. I completely forgot. Wow. Sorry, guys. But I hope he becomes successful because he can be that example for a lot of people. I just want to see people get successful. Someone who's morbidly obese and winning that success. Because then they can help people by documenting their journey and really showing people how they got it done. And I think it comes more from someone who's been there because they understand it better. They understand the little nuances, like little things that Louise's Journey would say. Like she tipped me off like as well when I would message her on Instagram. She'd be like, it's okay to take a maintenance week or so or maintain for a bit. Like she'd given me that advice once. She's like, you don't have to be in a deficit all the time. Like maintain for a bit. And that's power. Maintenance is power. Like that's another thing. So the person who was struggling, I did tell her that like it's okay to maintain your weight because a lot of people struggle with maintaining weight. Get comfortable with maintaining where you're at, and then when you're ready, drop back down. So yes, thank you, Manny. I appreciate you, and I hope you become one of those people as well. Like you don't have to do it daily, but as you document your journey, just once a week, or whenever you can, keep it. Don't ever get rid of your channel. Document your journey, and you're going to be that for a lot of people as well. We need that. We need more people out there successfully losing weight. Success long term, yes, for sure. And you've lost weight too, Feel Go Mama. Like shout out to you as well. You've lost weight and you've maintained that active and healthy lifestyle. Key things to losing weight and keeping it off. Number one, you got to track. Be aware of how much you're eating. It doesn't have to be like physically calorie tracking all the time, but being mindful, seeing how, whether you track your calories or see how the scale goes, you got to track. You got to weigh yourself constantly, daily. I know someone said about ED, that is a minority group of people. I'm someone who struggles with disordered eating, but I'm telling you, when you weigh yourself frequently and you're aware of what you're eating, you will lose the weight and keep it off. Michelle McDaniel is a perfect example of that. She's a big YouTuber. I've mentioned her before. She says she needs to count her calories or she will overeat. She used to binge eat as a kid. Like she gets it. She knows the struggle. So that's her way. And number 3 is to be physically active. You have to make exercise as part of your routine. It doesn't have to be intense. It could just be walking 30 minutes daily. That's enough to get you into a good rhythm. So yeah, you always want to like build up your metabolism. The way to do that is through, building muscle. I was watching someone was talking about, she said obesity is a muscle crisis. And I'm starting to believe that because when I have been really pushing it at the gym, when I say really, like really pushing it with these legs, I can get away with eating way more and my weight will still stay the same. Muscle boosts your metabolism. And human beings are now at a state where we are just desk log. We're not moving. We have like physical activity is like, for the average American is literally, or when I say American, I mean Westerners, everyone, because America is like the gold standard, right? Everything, a lot of studies comes from there. But when it comes to that, like people aren't moving. They're not moving. So if you add not moving to sitting down with a stressful work job and getting access to all this food, what is that going to result in? The human body was designed to store weight. Do not punish your body for storing fat. It's not your body's fault that it's storing fat. We're programmed for that because our body is still running on hundreds of years old of genetic information that our body thinks we are in a state of, feast or famine, hunter gatherers. That's where our DNA is at right now. But we've progressed so much in the last 100 years. It's like, whoa. So that's why we're seeing modern day diseases. We're seeing modern day diseases of obesity. Heart attacks, that's a modern day disease. That started creeping up in the 1920s. First, it was due to cigarettes. Then they figured it was like the sugar. Heart attacks, diabetes, stroke. For most of human history, humans have died from communicable diseases, if I said that right. So diseases like the flu, typhoid fever, the bubonic plague. What else did people die of? Spanish flu, bubonic plague, typhoid fever. Waterborne illnesses, like that's typhoid fever. Stuff that like you see in third world countries, like waterborne diseases, like children dying of chronic, diarrhea and stuff like that, yellow fever, stuff like that. But even places that were considered third world, things are changing. Everyone's coming. Like you're seeing obesity in places like the Philippines. You're seeing obesity and heart diseases in a lot of countries in Africa, a lot of them, Zimbabwe, Nigeria. Nigeria is pretty well developed. You're seeing it all there. Go to the Caribbean too, where my family's from. You're seeing obesity there. So it's literally going back to the whole muscle thing. Muscle is a good thing because it will help. Like you don't need copious amounts of muscle like a bodybuilder muscle. Lean muscle mass is fine. You can get that from Zumba. You can get that from your average gym workout class. But I think building muscle is essential for helping you lose weight and helping you keep the weight off. Now, when it comes to losing weight, I think your focus should be weight loss and then building the muscle. You can do it simultaneously. I did, but it will take a bit longer. However, I think it's important to have a strength training routine with whatever you do because it's important to have that lean muscle mass because it will boost up your metabolism. And I've learned that tenfold with my journey in the last month and a half or so. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Oh, Sylvia on the go says, hey, Fugo Mama. Hey, I'm so glad you guys are interacting. I'm starting to feel sick again. I swear to God, if I get sick, I don't know what's going on with this body. I'll be okay. I'm a fighter. Hey, Life's Magical Journey. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I like the little emoji. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hello, chatters, says Life. Ooh, I'm so behind. Sorry, guys. I hope all is well with everybody. I love her too. Who was I talking about? I don't know who, but I think you agree. LMJ. Oh, Life. Hey, Life. Fugo Mama. And keep it off. Yes. Yeah. Muscle is key. Oh, I love you, Daniela. Got me over here turning up and ready to lift. Oh, I want to lift today too, but I have to rest. The doctor's like, you need time to recover. Because he's like, how many times can you work out a week? I'm like, 6. He's like, okay, whoa. Like every time I meet a doctor or a physiotherapist, their problem with me is that they have to rail me back. Because they have a lot of problems with their patients where they don't do the physio exercises or people don't do what they need to do. With me, it's the opposite. It's been like that since day one, even with my concussion. She's like, okay, you got to keep your heart rate. My concussion therapist, she's like, you got to keep your heart rate in the 100s, like 101 to 105 in stage like 1. I'm like, that's hard. Like, I can't do that, but I have to help my brain heal. But yeah, I want to lift, but I shouldn't. I have been being naughty, and instead of doing lower body, I would do upper body on my cardio days, but my doctors are right, and so is my athletic therapist. So yeah, today is just going to be a walk with the dog, but I will be turning it up tomorrow. I love weightlifting. Fugo Mama says, hi, Sylvia. Jennifer says, good job, Daniela. How do you manage loose skin? Loose skin and cellulite, I'll tell you this. Cellulite is a joke. That will come down with weight training and losing weight. Like that will happen. Loose skin, I used to have it on my legs. it's gone. I still have it on my tummy, but I've been told that once I get really lean, it will kind of fade away. But that's not always the case. To tell you the truth, loose skin is a genetic thing. It really is a genetic thing. Some people can lose, like, you're guaranteed to have some loose skin if you lose 100 pounds or more. That's what I've been told. It's a genetic thing. I'm going to do everything natural before I consider surgery for my loose skin, and I will share that all with you. I still got weight to lose. I really want to get lean, like lean. And for me, lean with all this muscle is probably 155 pounds, probably 150 to 160. But right now I only have it in my stomach, and I notice it changes. So that's how I'm dealing with it now. I could do a video on it, but to tell you the truth, we'll see. We'll see. I might be one of those lucky ones. Sorry, there's an ambulance. I might be one of those lucky ones. I'm not sure. But with me, I've noticed my loose skin does kind of tighten up with time, especially when I throw in a dry fast. But there's no way I'm dry fasting right now. No way. But I want you guys to not worry about loose skin. The most important thing is to lose the weight. Do not ever let loose skin be a reason why you won't lose weight. Loose skin is not a big deal. No one is going to look at, like, when I see someone with loose skin, I'm like, oh my gosh, they lost a lot of weight. Cool. Like, that's my mindset. Or they had a baby or something. Like, no one is judging someone for having loose skin. I think when people see people with loose skin, in their head, their first thought is probably like, how did they do it? Because you know that person lost a substantial amount of weight. So, yeah. But if you want to see manage it, like, how do I manage it? I wear a waist trainer because sometimes it gets itchy when I work out. But that's the only thing I do. And like high-waisted pants, I like to wear too. But yeah. Sorry, my brain faded there. Oh, you were talking about Dr. Mindy Pels. Ah, yes, I love her. Yes. Dr. Mindy Pels is amazing. She's like, we need more people like her. I've learned so much from her, and she just gives the science. She's incredibly like compassionate. She does this because she was a chiropractor and she saw how people were sick. She's helped people with cancer. And that's someone who's passionate about what they want to do. Like, yes, of course, she sells things and all that. But if you look back on her YouTube channel way back in the day, she wasn't selling things, you know. She was actually putting out advice. But she's now left her practice to become an entrepreneur to help people. There's nothing wrong with that, I think. But you can tell she's really passionate about this stuff because she puts out a video every day, pretty much. And I've learned so much from her. Like, I'm so grateful for her. People can bash her, but I think, well, the only person that's bashed her was Greg Doucette. But that's another person I've woken up to because I've just learned a lot about that one in terms of this content and everything. Like, that's great. Drama. That's great. You love your Ferraris. That's great. Cool. I'm getting sick and tired of fitness YouTube. I like Sam Sulek. He's dope. Like, you can tell the guy, he's on roids and all that. Everyone's on roids. And that's another thing I didn't understand about Greg Doucette when he did those natty or nots. Like, I don't get why someone can call out someone being like, you're not natural or not, when you're not natural yourself, when you've done roids yourself. Like, I don't understand it. It's like, are you like, what's the point of it? I get it. There are people out there who lie. Don't get me wrong. There are people out there who lie and say they're natural and they're not. I get it. You need to call those people out. But like, I'd rather someone natural do it. I don't know. It's just, that's how I feel. I don't know. I don't get the point of calling people out on that. It is what it is. It's like, what's that? I don't know. There's a saying that I can't think of right now, but maybe this saying works. While you're pointing one finger at one person, there are 3 or 4 pointing back at you, 3 and a thumb. So watch how you point. That's bad. I'm so bad with sayings. I want to naturally exercise to lift my boobs up. Is there such a thing? Yes. Chest work. So many women avoid the chest. chest work. So push-ups, just presses. I think pull-ups pull-ups is more the back, but you kind of get the chest involved. But yeah, no, I notice my boobs lift up when I do more chest, when I was doing push-ups a lot. And I have to do chest work now because of this injury thing. But yeah, chest, Louisa's journey talked about it. She said when she works out her chest, it gives you a bit of a lift. So yes, for sure, because you get the pecs growing and it kind of brings everything up. So yeah, I think so. I think there's a thing. Like it obviously won't be as major as having surgery, but you'll notice the difference and you'll feel proud of yourself. So loose skin could be considered a badge of honor. Yes. Yes, that's what I used to say. Yes, it is a badge of honor. I think it is because it shows like you went through some turmoil, you put on weight, things happen and it's okay. A lot of people have put on weight and you lost it, man. That's not easy in this day and age with all of the stresses, all of what's going on in the world right now. Like a lot of people turn to food for comfort. A lot of people. Some people are genetically lucky where they can turn to food for comfort and they don't put on any weight. There's some skinny people I know and they like eat a lot. I'm like, how do you not gain weight? And then, so yeah, for sure. I have been YouTube searching about it. Oh, okay. Oh, you've been searching about it. That's, yeah. What is YouTube saying? I could actually check because I'm on my computer. Let's go to YouTube. I want to see what it's saying about loose skin. Oh no, not loose skin. Oh my God, I can see myself live. That's weird. Oh, it just filled it up myself. Boob lift up exercise. What? Okay, she's squeezing a ball. Okay, sometimes I'm like, the algorithm, what are you doing? What are you doing? No surgery lift workout. I would have to click it. It might play, but I would, it's all about building the chest muscle. Okay, some girls doing this. I don't know what that is. It's all about building the chest muscle. That's all what it's about. You just gotta build. I don't know what this is. Oh my God, social media sometimes. Yeah, it's all about building that muscle. It's gonna be going to the gym and building that muscle through presses, through push-ups, through the machines. The machines are great. Like any machine, if you go to the gym and you know how it highlights the muscle, any of those chest machines, any of that. I don't know what this is. So, oh my God, my brain. I can't stay on the live, but loving the content. Oh, hey, LW. Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping by. I appreciate you dropping by and dropping a comment. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Sylvia on the go says, okay. Yes, I hope that helps. That skinny person used to be me. Then I had babies. Oh, yeah. When we have babies, it does something to our metabolism. It does. I know that. I remember Derek's from Plates No Dates talked about something about pregnancy and the liver, and I remember he mentioned it briefly. He's not going to talk about it because he's all about like male and what he's talking about, PEDs and stuff. He's not going to talk about the female stuff, but yeah, it definitely does change our metabolism. It does something to us. I know it does. It messed me up. But yeah, anyway, whoa, I've been on here for an hour. Anyway, everyone, it was lovely chatting with you. There will be a very long video dropping tonight. Sorry, I don't know. I was editing it over like a week and I was like, wow, it's just 35 minutes. I'm just talking a lot. And it's a 2-mad day. It was supposed to be a real 2-mad day, but it didn't happen. Like I had a premier protein shake in the morning, and then I had personal issues to deal with, and then I couldn't eat after my workout. But there is a proper 2-mad video coming out. I actually have one from yesterday. So I want to start pumping out the 2-mad content because I think it will be helpful for people. But I appreciate everyone for being here. Make sure you smash that like button. And I will see you guys on the other side. Take care. Bye. Oh, yeah. Sending you mad love. Enjoy yourself. responsibly. Bye.